How to use the DNL calculator. This video shows how to use the Day-Night Noise Level or DNL Electronic Assessment Tool or DNL calculator to calculate acceptable noise levels for road and rail noise sources near a planned site. This calculation determines which noise zone the decibel level falls under: acceptable, normally unacceptable, or unacceptable. Let's consider an example. In the Arena West development area, there are plans to construct a building. Nearby is a roadway 298 feet away and a railroad 293 feet away. Using the DNL calculator, let's calculate the noise level for our building site, also known as the noise assessment location. Let's start with where to go on HUD Exchange to find the DNL calculator. Go to www.hudexchange.info/programs/environmental-review/DNL-calculator. You can also Google DNL calculator. First, fill out some initial identifying information that is provided for reference purposes. You can hover your cursor over each label to read brief explanations for each field. Next, we have the option of adding a road source, a rail source, both, or neither. Because we know that our example site contains both a major source highway and a railroad nearby, we will select both. If your site contains neither option, you can proceed to the next step. Because we know that our noise assessment location is close to a major highway, we'll select all three vehicle types: cars, medium trucks, and heavy trucks. We'll also enter the highway name for our reference. For the next few questions, we'll enter the data for this project site. Effective distance? This refers to the distance between the highway and our site. We enter 298. Note how the answer populates for medium trucks and heavy trucks as well. Distance to stop sign? This is not applicable for our example as there are no stop signs en route to the highway. Thus, we must leave it blank. Average speed? This usually refers to the speed limit of the road. In this case, it is 55 miles per hour. If there is a typical speed for traffic at that location, enter it. An example might be a one-way, uphill grade where heavy trucks move more slowly. Average daily trips? In this example, the average daily trips made on this highway is 74,810 for cars, 7,500 for medium cars, and 7,640 for heavy trucks. This data can be obtained from the state or local Department of Transportation. Night fraction of daily trips? If you are unsure, enter the default value of 15. Road gradient? If you are unsure, enter the default value of 2. Now we are ready to calculate the day-night noise level. Click the Calculate Road Number 1 DNL button. From this result, we can see that the average day-night noise level for this highway is 73.5 decibels, which falls in the normally unacceptable zone, or range, as it's between 65 to 75 decibels. Now let's enter the information for our nearby railroad. In this example, we'll click Diesel, as the railroad adjacent to the site is used primarily by diesel trains, such as freight trains. If electric locomotives share the tracks, those train trips would be assessed separately and added to the total. For the next few questions, we'll enter the data as provided by the operator of the freight line that utilizes these tracks. Effective distance? This refers to the distance between the highway and our site. We enter 293. Average train speed? We know that for this particular railroad, it is 15 miles an hour. Engines per train? If not known, the default for diesel is 2. Railway cars per train. For this example, we know that it is 100. Average train operations? ATO. For this example, we know that it is 8. Night fraction of ATO? If not known, the default is 15. Railway whistles or horns? Yes. Bolted tracks? Yes. Now we are ready to calculate the day-night noise level for the railroad source. Click the Calculate Rail Number 1 DNL button. From this result, we can see that the average DNL for this railroad is 69.3, which again falls in the normally unacceptable zone, or range, as it is greater than 65 decibels and less than or equal to 75 decibels. When combined with other noise sources, the total noise exposure might be over the normally unacceptable threshold. If your noise assessment location has nearby airports or air noise, then you will need to enter its decibel level. Additionally, check yes if your location has nearby loud impulse sounds. For our example, neither air noise nor loud impulse sounds apply. The final result is 74.9 decibels, which falls into the normally unacceptable range. In this case, noise attenuating measures must be taken to minimize adverse impact so that it falls within the acceptable range of 65 decibels or less. Scroll down to learn more about mitigation options. You have now calculated your site's DNL level. This concludes this video on calculating community noise.